this bill to the House. Kia ora mai tātou.
Mr. Speaker.
Marama Davidson.
Tēnā koe e te māngai o te whare, huri noa kia koutou katoa. Kia koutou o Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa, ngā uri, ngā mokopuna. Tēnā koutou. Pai te kite ia koutou katoa i tēnei whare pāremata, nau mai, whakatau mai, kia ora. Nei rā te mokopuna o te taitokirau, o ngā puhi o te rarawa, no reira, tēnā koutou o kukaihana. Kia ora koutou katoa. He mihi anō kia ia te minita ko te ururoa Flevo i tōna whakatau mai, i tōna whakaminanga mai. Kia ora. Mr. Speaker, I rise not so much, certainly as an honour, to be able to speak on the third reading of the Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa bill. It's not so much a pleasure, I think, as it is a question for all of us in this House and for Crown to consider what is our role as representatives in this House of Representatives for iwi like Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa, for the future of treaty settlements, for the role of the Crown and how we can do better in dealing with the historical raruraru Crown has created, the wedging that its process has created for our whānau and hapu and iwi. And the question, I think, that has to be acknowledged is how we can rectify the historical injustice that has today created so much of the raruraru. When we feel love for everybody who is feeling both the mamae and the celebration of today. And when we here, as Māori members of Parliament, stand and are feeling both the celebration and the acknowledgement of the years and years of hard mahi that has been done by our people, the people who have to bear the brunt and the burden and the future celebrations for all the work that has done. And where is the leadership in our ball, in our court, as House of Representatives, to really address the injustice and to really uphold a process that is not full and final? That is not full and final. Because te tiriti was never supposed to be full and final. It is an enduring relationship to seek treaty justice. I firstly want to make it very clear. I am here with aroha and admiration and respect for the raru and the difficulties and the leadership that Ngatikahu have displayed, that Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa have shown us. I am also here with a rumbling puku, not just for Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa, but for ongoing treaty settlements that have happened and that are yet to happen. My goodness, I'm from Ngāpuhi. So, how can we do better? How can the Crown, who controls the timeliness, the time framework of the settlements, who controls what the settlements look like, what is given back from what was stolen? It was stolen. We use words like extinguishing customary native title. We use words like taking a little bit more than what was offered in the first place. Our whenua around the motu was stolen. And in most of the cases, the Crown lied to do it. Now, my understanding in recent events is that our country is outraged by lying and thieving. But apparently, not when it comes to tiriti settlements. So, Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa and all of the hapu and iwi that have had to be a part of this process, I salute you all. I salute you all for bearing the brunt of what the Crown has done to your people, to your mokopuna, kei te hara mai. Today is not at all the end of anything. It is the start of hard roads. And we wish you all the kaha, all the kaha. And I did want to, because I think if we are asking ourselves as representatives of this House how we can do better, we cannot overlook the historical accounts of what has happened. We cannot overlook, because this is why we are here, we cannot overlook that the Crown created further disputes, wedged and ripped our whānau and iwi and hapu in their actions. They did that. The Crown did that. For example, when the Crown was meant to investigate the legitimacy of transactions in the 1840s that happened within the Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa rohe, in most cases they failed to do that. So they set up some seedy deals. The Crown set up some seedy deals to get its hand on whenua, and purposefully and intentionally did not investigate the raru that was created from those seedy deals. In the 1850s, the Crown investigated some Mangonui land claims but did not investigate others. And though Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa occupied many of these blocks, the Crown failed to adequately consider their customary interests. They didn't fail, it was a proactive decision. Let's be very clear about that. I talked previously about extinguishing customary title. The Crown considered all customary title was extinguished if a land commissioner confirmed the transaction. It assumed ownership. It assumed ownership. That's called stealing land. It assumed ownership of an estimated 11,000 acres of Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa ancestral lands through its surplus land policy. It assumed ownership. I am pleased to see that the bill outlines that was a small little smidgen of what historically has happened to Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa, including what happened with Stony Creek and Ngāti Okiwa. And I acknowledge Ngāti Okiwa and I acknowledge the raru that has been there for a long time. The Greens are very clear that these settlements should not be full and final. We are very clear that we must undertake a comprehensive review of te tiriti and treaty settlement processes. We are very clear, for example, that when we say that iwi have the right of first refusal, that it should mean the right of first refusal, not second or third. The Green Party are very clear that we should allow settlements to be revisited where situations have changed or claimants were shut out of original negotiations. And once again, we are very clear that treaty settlements should not be full and final. We are also concerned, and this I think goes to the heart of this particular settlement, we are concerned that claims be settled with the definition term large natural groupings. This goes to the very heart of the raru in this settlement and most other settlements. That is a Crown power definition. That is how the Crown upholds its definition and its power, through choosing who they get to settle with. In my final mihi to you, Ngatikahu ki Whangaroa. We often, I think, at the third readings, feel like this is our lot here in this House. It should never be. We should be responsible, the Crown should remain responsible for seeking and ensuring that justice happens for Ngatikahu, for all the hapu and iwi concerned, and for generations to come. I look forward when the real leadership can come from this House, when we can maintain our journey, the Crown's journey, to uphold its end of the bargain. Kia ora koutou katoa.
Mr. Speaker.
Peter Paroni.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker, tēnā hoki tātou te whare. Mea tūtahi